Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to talk how to sell online. We have our very qualified and experienced guest. Before starting that, I would like to introduce uh, some information about IPIP. That's
IPIP, Irish Pakistani ICT Professionals. An open access platform for present and future Irish Pakistani ICT professionals. Professional and social networking. Information and training seminars. Career guidance events. Upskilling sessions. Community get-togethers. Irish Pakistani ICT professionals. Join us, guide us, contribute and play your role in this community building project. IPIP, Irish Pakistani ICT professionals.
Thank you very much. I'm just going to introduce panelists. First of all, I would like to introduce Tosif Server. Tosif Servers has been working in IT industry in digital marketing. Tosif is actually a digital creator. He's an online instructor and consultant. Tosif has MSc in digital marketing, analytics, and research and in AI. Tosif has been working on teacher side from the last 22 years. Main interest of area is digital marketing, specialization in online selling. Our second panelist is Mustafa Shija. Mustafa has been working 15 years plus in IT industry. Mustafa has worked in telecom, healthcare services sector, providing consultancy in setting up online businesses, doing online businesses on eBay, Amazon, e-commerce store from the last 8 years. Our third panelist is Abadur Rahman. Abadur Rahman is initially working as an enterprise network engineer in Vodafone. Abad has been working since 2018 on eBay. He set up multiple accounts and delivering worldwide products, but Abad's main market is US. Our fourth panelist is going to join us from New Jersey. His name is Anamullah. Anamullah has been living in New Jersey from the last 20 years. He's a SAP consultant, and he has been involved in online selling from the last number of years. So thank you very much for joining us. So I will start before wasting anyone's time. So I will ask Mr. Tosif to give us some basic concepts about Amazon, eBay, Shopify. Tosif, over to you.
Thank you, Nawaz. Very warm welcome for today's online seminar. Dropshipping or selling online, either way, has been quite a while now there, since the start of the e-commerce way back in 50 years. People have been start selling in early 90s, and now it has become sort of a most wanted one skill which you should have, whether it's Amazon, whether it's eBay, whether it's Shopify, or whether you are hosting your own platform on WordPress or through WooCommerce. It's a skill, mix of a skill, and this skill, if I was to name one skill in 2021, it's drop shipping, Nawaz. I think so. Every individual, whether he is doing it or not doing it, should start drop shipping in 2021. There are lots of a good platform to start with Amazon and going into eBay and of course Shopify. A lot of people know, and as well as WooCommerce on WordPress there. So I guess it's a very good topic for especially for those people who are joining and seeing live today, and they have been thinking over the years why in the earth, where to start, how to do it. So we'll today discuss all those things in at least not in detail but in depth, so that you have a better understanding what is drop shipping, what are the different platforms available, and how and where to start there, Nawaz.
Thank you very much, Tosif. It's very interesting information. So I would like to ask the same question to Mustafa Shija. Mustafa, eBay and Shopify, they are very famous platforms nowadays. So is can you just give us basic differences? What are these?
Thank you, Nawaz. So just to start with that one, and just continue what the Tosif says, like there are three main things, which is the Amazon, eBay, and Shopify. But if you say like, what's the main difference between the eBay and the Shopify is the eBay is one of the marketplace. So each, if you say the eBay is a very large marketplace, is all over the world. So you can sell any item in one country, or you can sell to the whole worldwide. But the difference between the eBay and the Shopify, because the Shopify is another platform which basically you own a store, you create a store, but you have to do some or product, put your own products, you have to do your own marketing on it. Everyone, both of them have their own pros and cons. So if you want to do something, you have to start thinking like which one we have to start. But if you want to start on eBay, then you should have a Shopify store as well. So if you go for like eBay, the main benefit of eBay is like you don't need to do marketing. You have to just put your products, good SEOs, just create a good titles, good information give customer services, you can start working on it. But in a Shopify store, you can do the same thing. You can put your product there, but you have to do the market yourself. In that case, you have a better opportunity to sell because you can do cross-channel marketing from Shopify easily. Like on the Facebook, you can sell items. You can do Google ads or wherever on Instagram, wherever you want to do. Same as if you do the eBay. eBay has their own tools which they market itself or do advertising in their own platform. You cannot allow to do outside it. So there are some different pros and cons in that one. But if you want to start a business, you have to think what your marketing goal is, what your main goal of your business is, then decide which platform you want to use. But if you want to start, you have to use the both, try to get the both platforms to get a market understanding of it.
Thank you very much, Mustafa, for your very valuable advice. I would like to go back to a very basic again. We always heard about 3 Ps for marketing. We call it product, price, place. So they are very important pillars. But I really want to just go in depth. How I should choose a product, how I should do a product hunting. So if Mustafa can just give us a little bit more information on that.
In an online market or selling, the main item is the product. So the product is what item you want to sell. So the best thing is you have to understand what the product you want to sell in which platform. So the product hunting is very important. But the most important thing is if you want to select any product, you have to think out of the box. You don't need to sell the item which you like. You have to sell the item which the people likes. Sometimes we think like the product which we are selling is not good for us, but the other people like it. So how to do product hunting? There are some tools available, or you can just go to the Google Trends and you can see what are the popular items. You can search on the different platforms and say, like in Amazon or in eBay, how many products are sold, who are the best sellers. Then you can understand these are the very best selling items. Then you have to do the sourcing. You have to find where we can find it. Even you have to source from your own sources in China, or you can say, okay, there are some wholesaler available in this world, in your country or nearby. You can buy for them. So the product hunting is very important. You have to see what are the things people buy. Never think like, if I like computer stuff, I only sell computer. No, there are other things in it. Taking a small example, like the dog foods, because we don't have much of the like the pets animals, but the dog food is very popular item in the world, in America. Then think about the pandemic, people sitting at home. So they, what the requirement is, like if the people do home sitting home, they like DIYs. So the DIY items are very popular. So you have to think about something out of what your box and say, like, these are the things we can emphasize. Try it and get some source which is available basically from the China. But don't go for the China or somewhere, because in that case the delivery times is very high. Get something which you can nearby, and the product price, and just you can make some good profit on it. So the best thing is to just do a good search before starting business about all the products which you think you can sell it.
Thank you very much. Anyone wants to tap on that, on especially in product hunting? I think this is very people are confused. They always think differently, and they mix apple and bananas. Uh, Nambai from US, I really want to hear from your side. Anything product hunting?
Product hunting, basically, this term is new for maybe some of the audience. Basically, hunting is the product we choose to sell. So basically, we look the pros and cons. There are several tools out there which we use to see if this product will be sold, or this product, how is the trend, and how often people are using this product, how they are buying. Is it a seasonal product, or is it all season product? So basically we want to choose the products, and only good products we want to put in selling, and we don't want to randomly select, keep adding products, and which will not be sold later on, and it will be a problem. In this case, basically, a product hunting, once you hunt the products, you keep listing on the eBay platform. For let's use eBay for example. If you keep listing on those, but it is your daily job to check it up. If one product is selling good, you keep that product, and if that is not selling good, you can remove that product and add new product. Keep hunting, keep researching, keep using tools. There are many ways we can research the product. And the beauty of the drop shipping is, once you have listed one item, you have not purchased it. On the other hand, if you are doing PL or FBA, you have chosen one product and you are stuck with that product. You have actually, let's say you have ordered it from China, and it will reach out to you within 2 to 3 months, and after that you realize, oh, I have chosen the wrong product and it is not selling. And on the beauty of the drop shipping, the way I was saying, like, you list one product, it starts selling, it is win-win situation. If it is not selling, you can remove that product and you can start with a new one. So there are some criterias which we need to keep in mind, like which products are we are allowed to sell. Some products we do not want to sell on the eBay. So that is actually explained in the Sifbai's case. Later on we will discuss about it. And very, very, very effective product hunting the Sifbai has taught to his students.
No, thank you very much, Anambai. Much
Sure.
appreciated your answer. Uh, no, you just called Tasib Bhai. So I have one question in my mind, Tasib Bhai. So I just hunted a product. Now there are loads of prices. Someone is selling the same product in 20 euro, someone is in 15 euro, someone is 25 euro. So how I should price my product so I can get maximum from that? So Siba, if you can just give us some light on that.
Yes, that's a very good question. Now, before I answer that question, you need to understand the drop shipping methodology, or in some simple terms, what is drop shipping, like Mustafa and Enam Bhai explained. Drop shipping, what you're actually doing it now, because I'm relating this, a lot of people are confused this with the term drop shipping. And I was too when I started in 2017, actually, as a professional drop shipper. And I was like, how would I get a product itself? There are billions of products available, and why someone will buy my product there? So basically, the whole term of drop shipping is that you hunt the product, like Mustafa and Inam said, that first of all, find out the product or a niche which you want to sell. So that's the first thing, identification of the product there. Then is about pricing, your question. And the question is that how to price that thing.
Yeah.
There are different marketplaces. And let's talk about eBay, for example. So if you have to drop ship on eBay, and of course, if it's a new account, eBay drop shipping is allowed by eBay, but it has to be wholesale, not retail. So let's take an example of wholesale drop shipping in case of United States of America. A good marketplace to start is a Costco. And then there are other places where you can at least compare the prices. For example, Amazon is retail, but it's a good starting point to compare the prices of your product which you are going to drop ship on eBay. And again, there is Walmart, there is Sam's Club. So these are the marketplaces where you go and search that where is the cheapest product available, which you want to drop ship on your eBay store there. So this is basically all attached to the product hunting itself. So the competitive prices are the one which you will find out in wholesale. So essence is that you start to draw maybe start a drop shipping with little bit of a price which is higher as compared to the others, but eventually you will catch up with drop shipping of wholesale, because you can't compete retail drop shipping prices with the wholesale drop shipping prices. But because I said that it's a starting point, that's a point you would go and see and then learn it over the period of that time. It's basically a relationship. You're starting up a relationship with your a marketplace, which might be an eBay or might be an Amazon or might be a Shopify. But particularly talking about eBay, it's much more easy to do drop shipping as compared to an Amazon. Now, I'm not saying that you don't or you can't drop ship on Amazon, but that's a totally different ball game, and we will discuss later in the day.
Thank you very much, Tasib Bhai. Much appreciated. Now, I I hunted a product. I I have some price in my mind. And now I'm just thinking which marketplace I should choose. Should I go to eBay? Should I go to Amazon? Should I sell myself? Or should I just go to Shopify? So what a seller should think, and how what is any criteria? I will ask this question to Mustafa Shujaa, since he has been involved in selling in different platforms. So Mustafa, if you can just help us to just gauge what strategy you usually choose.
Thank you, Noah. So the main thing, there are the three main platforms you can say we have there, but which one we need to choose? So we have to understand each platform, what are their pros and cons for each platform. So if I say, like, if I'm a new seller, I have started just recently now. So I think if we go to the eBay, because eBay, in selling in eBay is much easy as compared to the other one. Then the other, I like the Amazon. Amazon has a different strategy in it. Like, you have to have a branded product in Amazon. But in eBay, you don't need you can sell any of the buy anything from there, and you can sell it easily. But in Amazon, you have to be registered as your product as a brand, and then you can sell easily. Then eBay, you don't need much investment as compared to the Amazon, because Amazon, as we Tausif say, like is allowed drop shipping, but is a different one. But on Amazon, the drop shipping is different and is a little bit costly as compared to eBay. Then the third is the Shopify. Shopify is you have your own store, which is, if you have much money, you have more product, you can use Shopify. But the Shopify is you have to do your own marketplace, and you are very much independent in Shopify, because there's no much restriction in a Shopify. Because in eBay, Amazon, there are some restrictions, like you can't sell these branded items on these two marketplaces. But in Shopify, you can do whatever you want, what item you want to sell, at what price, you can easily do it. But you have to do some marketing. You have to spend more money on marketing as compared to these two platforms. So before deciding which one you have to do, you have to think, main thing is what product, what the nature of the product, the number of items, what your budget is. Then you can think which is the best. If you want to start selling on eBay, do it. But in the meantime, after some time, open another store which is on the Shopify, because you need a cross-channel marketing as well, or cross-channel product to sell, which will gain your appearance in different one. If you want to sell on Shopify, do it on Amazon as well. So it's decided which one you need. But the starting point, I say, is the eBay, then move to Amazon or Shopify, or you can do three at the same time, but not in the starting, but might be at the later stages.
Thank you very much, Mustafa. I have one question from one of the guys, so I will share that question, and if anyone of you can pick, this is a question from Kamran Arif. Why Amazon is so much popular now? So
If I were to answer simple
yeah,
word,
sure.
why is BMW and Mercedes more popular than Toyota Corolla? The answer is in your question yourself. It's a bigger marketplaces. Of course, they has a bigger customer database. It's a good marketing stream. But having said that, you need a bigger budget to work on Amazon. Later in the day, we will share some success stories as well on Amazon. But just give you a brief idea is that only one item as a private label, which is called PL in short term, on Amazon, you need a budget of minimum of $15,000. $15,000 to have success. This is the minimum there. Now, there's no hard and fast rule, but that's what we have tried, tested. Where if you go to an eBay as in a comparison, although it's less popular to Amazon, but you same thing can be done within $6,000 to $1,000. So there is a huge difference. You want to drive a Mercedes, you pay a price. You want to drive a Toyota Corolla, you pay a different price. That's the simple answer.
Thank you very much. Now I understand 3 Ps. I have a product, I have a price, and then what was the third one? Who's going to tell me? Product, price, and
Placement.
place.
Placement.
No, I'm just thinking how I'm going to do the marketing for that. So I'm just going to the digital marketing strategy sides. So I would like to ask a question to Toshiba. I think you have a very good handle on that. How to make sure that your products are visible to potential customers? Like what are the strategy I should be using so my product is visible and is like eye picker, so and I will get more customers. Over to you, Toshiba.
Okay, if you can share the slide.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Selling on any of those platforms, irrespective whether it's Amazon, which we usually use the term king of marketplaces, or whether it's eBay, or whether it's Shopify, or whether it's WooCommerce on WordPress. You need to have a goal. What is your goal? We all have a goal in our life. Whether now, for example, if you are a student, you have a goal that you want to become a doctor, you want to become an engineer, you want to become a SAP consultant, you want to become a SaaS consultant, SaaS consultant. It's your goal which matters. It's not a rocket science, but I can tell you, dropship dropshipping in 2021, because there's a lot of a competition now, and that is why it's much more. When there is a competition, there is much more demand of a particular scale. So I would say dropshipping in 2021 is a one skill everybody should learn. Whether you are a student, whether you are a housewife, whether you are an engineer, whether you are a doctor, it's a fun. But having said that, fun needs attention. So coming back to that skill, you need to have goal in your life. You have to have some goal, and the goal should be smart, which we use a term in the digital marketing. So what's smart? I'm going to share some PowerPoint slides with you. Smart, for example, is an attitude. It's all about your attitude. It's all about how you serve your customers. So what's smart stands for example, if you see, S stands for specific. And what is specific? What, why, who, where, which? These are the questions which comes in your mind when we talk about smart marketing or smart goals there. And it's true even in the case of a drop shipping there. And then if we go to for M, how much? How many? How will I know? These are the questions it comes in your mind there. Okay. Third thing in SMART, it stands for achievable. That's all we work in our life to achieve something. Are those goals which you are going to set up, are they achievable? Can you achieve them? How can I accomplish these goals? How realistic are these goals? Now, these are terminology, and it will suit in any profession. These SMART goals, if you are the student of digital marketing, or in the matter of fact of marketing, or upselling, or cross-selling, or whatever, above the line, below the line. So it is very important that you need to achieve your goal. And then in SMART, A stands for achievable. R stands for relevant. Are you doing any relevant work? The goals should be very relevant. It should not be irrelevant. So it's very important that the goals you set up, and particularly we are talking today about selling or drop shipping, it should be relevant there. And then the last and not least, it should be time bound. It should not be like a drama serial or a movie script running, and there's no end of it. It should be time bound. All the project managers, they would know it, that their projects are time bound. It starts, it ends. There's a starting point and there is an ending point. You have to start somewhere, you have to end there, and then move on. Like Mustafa explained and like Inam explained, you start drop shipping with average platforms. I won't say less popular. eBay is a equally popular platform, and I highly encourage you, all the people who are listening today, to start drop shipping, especially if you are in Europe, in Ireland, UK, or in matter of fact United States. It's a good chance you will succeed, it provided you know what your goals are, and they should be smart. Over to you, Nawaz.
Thank you very much, Toshibai. That's very amazing digital marketing strategy, smart. So I will just ask and urge everyone, remember the word smart. I think being a Pakistani, we know this word a lot, but we don't know exactly the meaning being a smart. So thanks, Toshibai, again. That's very nice explanation. Uh, Now, I just have something I would like to share with all the audience. We have Ubaid Rahman, and I would like to ask Ubaid Rahman to share his story what he was thinking when he started, what are the successes, what are the failures, and why he still consistently is sticking on this side business, and what's the motivation behind. So over to you, Abad. If you can share something about this.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Subad. Actually, I'm working on eBay uh, since 2005, but not professionally. Professionally, I started in end of 2018. Um, Problem was I didn't know that much about eBay before, so I started knowing myself. Then I found that the product hunting is very important if I want to do professionally. As Nawaz Bhai spend more time in product hunting, I think that is your main thing. Product hunting. That's your 50% of your success is product hunting, I believe. So eventually, I found one product which I'm sourcing from Pakistan, and we are manufacturing in Pakistan, and we are just sending all over the world, mainly in America. Um, yeah, there was some failure when we start doing business. Obviously, we found the product, but there are a lot of things which we didn't know about product, and we start marketing and we start doing on eBay and Instagram as well. Then the passage of time, month, 2 month, 3 month, we start knowing the product. Uh, we lose some money in a start, but not much. But now we start earning. In 2019 only, our turnaround was about $100,000, and our profit was about $20,000 in that particular year. Just to know that I was new professionally. I wasn't in the professionally in eBay, and this is our turnover in 2019, and I think which is one of the good. Uh, just because it's not because I am very good, just because we found the right product, and we start, and also because my background is also customer service, so I start means talking to the customer myself. I start personalizing myself, and their whatever feedback, I take this seriously. If they are asking any question before they purchase a product, I try to respond them within half an hour, 1 hour, so then they don't go anywhere else. A lot of customers are happy when they get an answer straight away, and as and then start focusing on feedback. So feedbacks makes my account up, and now I have about 1,000 positive feedback, um, which giving me a business now. Because of the pandemic, it just dropped, but this is a part of business, I think.
Very good.
Thank you.
Guys, this is our Abadur Rahman. He's, he's doing a lot. So thank you very much, Abadur Rahman. This is, I think it's amazing. You are maintaining and managing, I knew, is a couple of lifestyles. And you have a loads of roles in the community as well. So salute you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to ask the same question to Anambai. Anambai, I heard about you. You are there from the last 20 years, and you are doing the most interesting job profile plus this online business. So, would you like to share your success, failures, your motivations with Irish audience? Because we all are looking forward to just join new adventures in our life. Over to you, Anambai. Your speaker. Can you turn on? Yes.
Sorry, my bad.
No
This
worries.
is Mohammad Inamullah. I'm from New Jersey, USA. Primarily, I'm a IT professional, and also I'm helping Pakistani community for last 10 years to develop their career in IT profession. And my students are working in world's largest firms like IBM, Deloitte, Accenture, Capgemini, KPMG. They are working as a manager, senior manager. We have a big success in that factor. So along with this career, I decided to do business on a side. So what I did, I spent a lot of money, took courses in New York, Pennsylvania, and also from a very reputable company in Pakistan. I took course from them, and as per their recommendation, because if you hear it, they are saying a lot, start PL, do start selling on Amazon and FBA. PL private label and FBA is the same thing, fulfillment by Amazon. So I started doing that, and I spent like more than 100,000 in the beginning for few products. Just to give you an idea, to sell one product and make it profitable, you need $15,000 to $25,000 to to launch one product and get a profit of like 1,000 to 1,500, which is very minimal comparing to what you are investing. Like you're investing more than $100,000 and you will be making like no more than $3,000. In my case, it was because product hunting, as we are discussing earlier, that is the key. There were some issues. I hired a reputable company in the Pakistan. They helped me, and this business was failed badly. So I lost almost half of the money. So to tell the success story, I decided to tell you about my failure first. So I was extremely exhausted, and then I met Tosif Bhai. Tosif Bhai, very similar online sessions. So I just pinged him and started talking to him. He introduced me to the drop shipping basically. And when I started doing drop shipping, I was able to make a very decent money within no time without spending a cash money. Comparing to drop shipping, I have paid more than 100K, more than $100,000 in a cash, and it's been 2 years and I was nowhere. And when I started the drop shipping, I was able to survive with the credit cards without spending any cash money, and within no time I was able to make a decent money. So then I referred few of my folks, like 7 people, and they were very successful in drop shipping with the Sifai right after me, and they are making good money. And they do not have a very huge line of credit, or very new in the business. They didn't know what is drop shipping, what is PL, anything. So it took me like a couple of hours to explain it to them, and now they are very successful as well. Saying all that, if you allow me a couple of more minutes, I would like to explain something more. When during this COVID session, you have seen a lot of malls and stores, these are closed. So there was a need of a person who can teach us like online buying and selling. We really don't know what is e-commerce, a lot of people. So Tosif Bhai has taken that initiative, and I feel honored that I'm a part of his team. So the target of our target are those people who do not have any knowledge in a business, or they don't know what to do. They are students, or they don't have a money to do the business. The people who have the money, so we have guided them, and they are doing successful. As I was saying earlier, like 7 people, they are doing a drop shipping and making good money. And the people who do not have any money, or they do not know what to do, so Tosif Bhai has prepared a very easy to understand and self-explanatory uh, online course, and with the minimal price. People can spend like 2 to 3 weeks, and they can start making a decent money. And with the 2 to 3 weeks, they will be able to pay their fees. If they are students, they do not have to sacrifice their jobs, and it does not require a lot of time as well. To conclude, I would say uh, private label, it is not the thing for us, because it requires a lot of money and it has a minimal profit. And companies out there in Pakistan especially, they are advertising, they are making contracts with the government. They are saying we are helping Pakistan. This session is to aware, for awareness, like be aware of those people. Do not start PL. I have seen people selling their properties to start the PL business with them, and the only thing they are making their money, they are charging for their services, but the person who has invested, he doesn't go nowhere. On the other hand, within no time, with a very short amount of knowledge, like you can learn within 3 weeks, you can start making a good money. And as Tosif Bhai has helped 7 of my friends to start their business parallelly, he has more than 20 students which I have referred, and they are working as a VA. And it is Tosif Bhai is the star of the show. Hats off to him, and he's a blessing of Allah Kareem for our community, and we need these kind of people who can help our community. Not on the other hand, you can see people are showing off. We are helping Pakistan community, but in Urdu, I should say, "वो उनको निचोड़ रहे हैं." That's about it. So
Thank you very much.
thank you, Nawaz bhai.
Thank you, Nawaz bhai. Much appreciated. I was just looking at some feedback from Facebook and YouTube. So you actually answered a couple of questions, Anam bhai. That's very good. Then the hottest question is here: drop shipping. What is drop shipping? Since we have mentioned since start of this webinar a couple of times drop shipping, now everyone is asking what is drop shipping. So I would love to ask this question to the Steve server, if he can just give a little bit more understanding and information. What is drop shipping? Why it is important? And do everyone has to do the drop shipping, or this is like a one of many options? So Steve bhai, over to you. Yeah.
In the simple terms, the drop shipping is you take a product from a marketplace and list in another marketplace. That's a simple terminology. Now, I'll give you an example. While we are in Ireland, you identify a couple of products from a store in Ireland. It could be Lidl. I'm particularly giving an example now. Or it could be Smith's. I'm particularly giving an example there. And list that product without buying into your store, whether it's eBay or whether it's Amazon. Now, physically, you did not buy that item, but you listed that item for the selling as a drop shipping in a marketplace. It could be eBay, it could be Amazon, or it could be Shopify. When these marketplaces, particularly two marketplaces, number one Amazon or number two eBay, the item sells because they have been marketed by the marketplace. You fulfill the order by buying it from Smiths and sending directly to the customer. That is drop shipping. Simple term, drop shipping there. Yes, you have lots of ways to do drop shipping. One of the way is that not to buy a product, which is sort of a retail drop shipping, but the wholesale drop shipping is a next level. And in case of Pakistan, people are doing wholesale drop shipping in the case of leather jackets. If we go to Sialkot, people are doing lots of drop shipping in case of surgical items, another example, or footballs or cricket bats. And recently, in case of household items like towels, because Pakistani cotton and is also very much famous in Europe. You go to Primark or you go to Marks and Spencer, you will see every second, third cotton item, jersey or a t-shirt or a undershirt there would say made in Pakistan. So if you are in Pakistan particularly, you have lots of good items to drop ship there. You do not need to have a substantial stock into it. You can start with small amount of an investment. This sort of an investment will give you better result as compared to the something you don't have in hand and just doing drop shipping there. You should start slowly, gradually, and build up your reputation over the platform. That's the simple answer.
Thank you, Tasif bhai. This was a very detailed answer. I would like to add on to this one, if you allow me.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to make a profit, we need three things. One, we need a customer. One, we need a vendor. And the third thing, we need a product. If we look at online, we have these three things available. Product is available out there, vendor is available over there, customer is available out there. So we can take portion of the profit out of that. So the people from Pakistan, they might don't know the marketplaces. Some of them, they know much better than us, like Amazon and eBay and Shopify. These are marketplaces, but they do understand Draz.com. That is one of the marketplace. So basically what we are doing is excuse me, we are listing the product on Draz.com, and we are not buying that. Any other vendor is selling that, like a Khadi or any other brand. They have their websites, they have their stores, they are selling that, and it is very famous out there. So we choose one of the product and we list it on the marketplace. When that product is sold, although we have not bought it, when that product is sold on adraz.com, we gonna same product, we gonna buy that from the other store where we have listed that, and then ship it to the customer who has placed the order to us. This is actually drop shipping. We are not physically purchasing any product, we are just listing that, and once we receive the order, and then we purchase that. Basically we sell it first and then we buy it. And on the other hand, PL and FBA is, you basically choose one product, you buy in the bulk, and then you send it to Amazon. Either you do FBA or FBM, you ship it to your house, and then you sell it one by one. So PL and dropshipping. Dropshipping, you don't buy that product, you list it and sell it. And the PL, you basically have to purchase it first, or let's say you take you do FBA. So you're gonna ship it to Amazon. Amazon will do pick, pack, ship, and customer service for you. Did I answer your question, Nawaz bhai?
Yes, yes, thank you very much. I'm just looking into there's a loads of feedback and question, and there's a one of the guy. His name is Khalid Abbas. Khalid Abbas is the winner. Looks like he knows a lot about everything. So definitely, Khalid Bhai, if you know everything, just come forward, help IPIP, and I think you are answering all the questions for Toshiba. You are answering the questions for Anambai. So if you have some good understanding, even for accounting, for networking, so brother, come forward, and we can organize a webinar for you, and we can get some help from your side. So while we are here, guys, I am getting a loads of questions from, especially for drop shipping. I'm just going to ask the same question. One question, one of the guy he just shared. His name is Khalid Mahmood, and he said that how to identify a fake drop shipping supplier. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I'll answer it. Basically, what you do is that the suppliers you want to choose, you need to be very careful, especially when you are starting. It's very important that you choose your supplier. When if you go back and if you have just joined us and you missed the first part, I did mention three, four good suppliers, wholesale suppliers, and retail suppliers in case of United States. If I was to teach, and I'm teaching my student, I say, stay with these four suppliers. Do not move out of this circle. One is Costco, which is wholesale supplier, number one. Number two, Sam's Club, and number three, Walmart. If you want to go beyond these three, mind you, 90% of any product you want to choose you will find within these three suppliers. So why you want to go some other supplier? Yes, you should go with, but you should go for the wholesale supplier rather than retail suppliers. And if you were to go out of these three, then the next choice, in case of United States drop shipping, would be Bath and Beyond, would be Home Depot, would be Overstock. These are the top marketplaces where you could do drop shipping in case of United States. And if you were to choose in United Kingdom, which is the second biggest drop shipping marketplace in the world after the United States of America, would be again Costco, could be Smith's, could be Lidl, it could be Amazon. But if you have a new account, it's a big no-no to drop ship from Amazon to eBay or Amazon to Amazon. Don't do it. You will be in trouble in most of the time. I hope I answered that. But just to find out whether this is a legitimate supplier or not, order one product. If you were to, for example, do drop shipping from AliExpress, which is a proper and the biggest marketplace in the world, founded by the Jack Ma Alibaba owner there, I always teach them, when you are going to drop ship an item, please order one item directly to yourself before even drop shipping.
Okay.
It will give you a confidence about the item itself, whether it's a good or not, and it will answer all of your questions.
Thank you very much, Tasir Bhai. I am just going to cover a question, especially in dropshipping. So there is another question from G has Hassan. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Could you please explain the difference between wholesale and dropshipping? So if someone can just give only a quick answer of this one. Anyone want to pick?
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
As we before, we can just explain what the dropshipping is. The dropshipping, in dropshipping, you just don't own the stock. You just buy from the wholesaler and sell or post or sell to the other customers. So in dropshipping, you just buy from one side and you sell to the other side, and you're just a middleman. In the wholesale market, like you just wholesale, you have the bulk of the item and you own all the stock. You have the large warehouse, you have everything in your warehouse, you store it, and then the customer might be the other wholesaler or other eBay seller, buy from you and sell it, or some you can directly sell to the customer. So the main difference is wholesalers have their own stock, warehouse, but in dropshipper, just buy the item from the wholesaler and sell to the other people.
And itself on a question, it should be wholesale versus retail or drop shipping versus PL. So it was kind of confused question, but answered very well.
Thank you very much. Ahsan Elahi, he asked a very difficult question, which I don't know, you guys can answer. eBay, let me just share, maybe you will be able to see as well. A question, eBay, Amazon have their wholesales warehouses in UK. What is the current state after Brexit? Where is the big B?
Yeah, there is a little bit of a difference since January 1st of this year. Amazon, for example, prior to this Brexit date of 31st of December, there was no VAT involved. Now, most of the electrical items, you need to pay a VAT if you want to buy it in Ireland. So once you put into the cart, if you are an Amazon buyer, it will show you relevant taxes there. So different suppliers will tax you up to more 20% in case of an Amazon. For eBay, there's nothing changed. It's all there. They will deduct the VAT at when they will invoice you. They will not deduct the VAT on the source. But in case of United States, eBay will deduct the taxes at the source. That is the difference between eBay UK and eBay USA. The VAT is not deducted at source. It will be deducted on your. It will be included in your final fees when the fees will be billed to you. But in case of United States, it is deducted at source.
Thank you very much.
Just to add one small thing in it, recently Amazon is trying to set up their own warehouses in Ireland to just avoid these things. So just keep in looking after, like after a few months, I think these things will be more streamlined, like how to order from eBay or Amazon. But at the moment, like you have to pay some taxes, but might be in future, these things will be overcome.
Thank you very much. I have one question from Khurram Shahzad. What are the prerequisites to set online business from Ireland? Do we need to register a limited company in Ireland? Or target markets in UK, US, LLC, with VAT and Brexit? Would appreciate advice from Ireland resident perspective. So I would like to answer this question initially. Then, if anyone wants to top it up, please. IPIP itself is working with a couple of accountants, big names, to just create a webinar where you can ask all your questions. So we are trying to get a couple of panelists, like from accountancy point of view, from a tax point of view, from auditing point of view, or a company formation point of view. So we hope that I think in March, that's what we are planning. So stay tuned, and definitely we will add this one. Anyone from the panel want to answer this question?
There is actually 3 questions he's been asked by Khurram, and
Yeah.
that's very good. I would highly encourage, now don't mix up eBay with Amazon. Let's talk about eBay first, okay? Because it's a secure and easy to start a drop shipping marketplace. You do not need a company to start. You can start as a private seller on eBay. At least go for a couple of months, get a good experience, and then form a company. Always companies, in case of United States, it's LLC, or in case of United Kingdom and Ireland, private limited company is always good there. And why is it good? Because then you can do cross, like Mustafa said, that you could do the cross-channel marketing on Shopify as well. And then in case of United Kingdom, which is the second biggest marketplace, you do not need a VAT number if your sales are below 70,000 threshold pounds sterling. If they cross 70,000 threshold, you are by law eligible to declare your selling there. So you need to have a VAT number. So the simple answer is to go as a private seller for a couple of months. If you are selling in United States, set up LLC, have an EIN number, which is employee identification number, and ITIN number, and then reseller certificate. Because if you are sitting in Ireland, because you are asked the question in an Ireland resident perspective, if you are selling in Ireland and want to sell in United States, you need to have a reseller certificate, because you will save good amount of taxes on those all marketplaces I mentioned earlier there. And in case of United Kingdom, you do not need a VAT number if your threshold is below 70,000 pounds sterling. Once you are near to 70,000 pounds sterling, please apply for VAT, which is value added tax, and it will help you in long run, because it is to comply with the laws of United Kingdom there. In Ireland itself, last thing, VAT number is good to start initially, but you have to understand that if you're selling in United States or United Kingdom, you do not need a VAT number in Ireland itself.
Thank you very much. So we are going to cover 2 more questions, and then guys, we have a agenda which we really want to just communicate with you. We have a effective customer service and how to start and training part. I'm just going to cover 2 questions from the audience, and try to answer these one quickly, and then we will move forward. There's a question from Muhammad Adnan. A quick question: what product should play with, or which product should avoid? So as per their experience, they are very helpful.
Can I answer this one? Okay,
Yeah,
so
sure.
basically asking what product we should add or what product we should avoid. So the main thing is in which marketplace you are selling. Like if you are doing on Shopify, this is your own store. There is no limit on it. Whatever you want is up to you. Any item you can add or remove is your choice. But if you want to go to the eBay or Amazon, you have to be very careful in these selecting the products, especially in Amazon. And first we go to eBay. eBay has a called Viro, which is intellectual property. So if they are the branded items like Nike or Reebok, so like these items are not allowed to sell. Private seller can sell it. only they can sell these items directly. So you should avoid the known brand, very popular brand in the start selling these items. In that case, your account will be flagged or might be you banned from selling it. Same cases with the Amazon. The Amazon has the same thing. If you want to sell any item with the say Nike, you're not allowed to sell. Your account will be banned. The main thing is, if you want to sell on Amazon, you should set up your own brand, or you can just list your product or the PL, your private listing, then you can sell it. But in the start, I say avoid these popular brand items to sell on these platforms. Start with the common things which are not very popular brands or something, or which are generic items. That will increase your confidence, and also the what the marketplaces allow you to increase your selling item and your relationship getting better. Slowly you can do it, but in start, avoid all these things with the branded items.
Thank you very much, Mustafa Bhai, Muhammad Adnan. Hopefully, you got some answer. If did not, I can share Mustafa detail with you. There's a one question from Abad Zaid, and he's asking which is better market for Amazon wholesale, Germany or UK? I think this
Eh,
question is from far. So
If I can answer,
yeah, sure.
if you know the German language, you should go for Germany, and you are living in Germany. But if you are living in United Kingdom, Amazon is a bigger marketplace in United Kingdom. In fact, according to statistics, Amazon UK is the second biggest marketplace after Amazon US.
Okay. Uh, Again, this is a question from Muhammad Adnan. Any highlights about Amazon versus eBay versus Shopify? Which platform would be good place to start? Adnan bhai, we have started in the very start these things, and I think we are going to cover in couple of minutes these questions. So let's stay tuned, and let us just move to the next topic, where we are going to ask question, especially to Tasib bhai, is like we have communicated and we said that is, oh, drop shipping, drop shipping, drop shipping, and why drop shipping is very important for 2021, why
Uh,
this is very like hot and attractive for everyone, what, just give us
it's
some pointers.
the simple answer. It's a skill, and I always say, if you were to get a one skill in
Mhm.
2021, it's dropshipping.
Wow.
It's dropshipping. And I tell you why. You might learn a language, say Python. You might learn a language, say any other language, say, you might work on any other platform. These all need a time, effort, and resources. Okay. Whether it's Java, whether it's Python, talking about languages because it's an IT platform there. But if you want to learn one skill and start earning, learn and earn, it's a drop shipping. Now it
Hmm.
doesn't matter where you are drop shipping from. As all the drop shipping, like the question he asked earlier, whether it's Amazon or whether it's eBay, whether it's Shopify, you have you need to have a goal, which I already discussed it. We can see the repeat of a seminar or a recording of a seminar. Your goal should be smart enough. You should be smart enough there, and your attitude is something. It is your attitude will give you winning and winning situation. So I would say to all young students and graduates, whatever you're doing it, start learning ABC of drop shipping, and you will never regret it.
Thank you very much, Tasib bhai. I would like to ask the similar question, the correlation between drop shipping and e-commerce. Mustafa bhai,
Thank you, Nawaz.
please.
We already explained a lot of things like about the drop shipping. So now what we need to correlate with the drop shipping and the e-commerce. Basically, drop shipping is a part of an e-commerce. Like e-commerce is anything buy and selling online through some platform. So the drop shipping is also a new thing which is a part of an e-commerce. So the drop shipping is basically is a new terminology which we use it. So you just buy the item, you sell it on some other channel, and that's the way it is. But e-commerce is a bigger thing. You can have your own store. You can buy on online, like through the platform, or you can sell it, anything. So the relationship is, say, like, is dropshipping is a part of an e-commerce, but relatively a new term which we use in the nowadays.
Thank you very much, Mustafa. Uh, I have another question for, I don't know, maybe Anam or Abad, or maybe you both guys can answer. Uh, since Abad has worked as a customer service and he has a good experience, so I would like to ask, maybe start from Abad. What is effective customer service for especially online selling, and what are your learnings, Abad?
Thank you very much. See, customer service, I believe, are very, very important on online selling, online or retailer, wherever. Customer service, I believe, if you give a good customer service to the customers, your online selling all depend on the feedback. You get a good feedback, you will have more customers. Every customer look at your feedback first before they're gonna order. Most of them, okay. So they're gonna check your feedback. If the good feedback, they're gonna order you. So let's say if I have a product online and I have a lot of queries coming about a lot of things, and then I try to answer them as quick as possible, so then they don't go anywhere else. They just, and they're happy when they get answer. A lot of time in online business, once you send an email to, let's say, anyone, you wait for one day before you get. Even on eBay, a lot of people, they don't respond you for a couple of hours. If you respond them on time, then they ask you anything, and then you have to close the sale. Once you close the sale, and once you dispatch the thing on time, let's say you have a, like, you're manufacturing something, let's say leather jacket or whatever. After 10 days, you have a time of 10 days. Try to dispatch within 10 days. Like, try to do in 8 9 days. Once it's dispatched, once it's reached to the customer, if they have any issue, ask them about the product. Once they arrive to the customer, like, how was it? They're happy. They always respond to you. If they have any issue, they're still happy. Like, look, so at least he's coming back and he's asking. Once they have a problem of the product, just overcome, try to ask them what is the issue, try to resolve the issue. There's a lot of ways to do it. Just offer them some refund, or if they're not happy, just send them another thing and just ask them to dispatch somewhere else. If they have problem with dispatch, at least you need to, means, gain the customer. You don't want to make them unhappy, so then he's going to leave a negative feedback. So always try to be on him, try to give, try to deal with the issues do come, try to deal it and make him happy. This is the way I do anyway.
Thank you very much, Abad bhai. We No, we are talking about customer service and effective customer service, and maybe the guys knows upselling, cross-platform stores. So, Taseem bhai, if you can just explain what is upselling.
Upselling is basically, what is upselling? Upselling is just a terminology itself. Okay, terminology is to sell a customer what you have already sold a better products or a better services. Simple terminology.
Yeah.
In terms of marketing, you might spend, I'm just giving an example, you might spend $10 for a new customer, to get a new customer. Just I'm giving an example. But to sell an existing customer, it will might only cost you $2 to $5. So the customers you have it, like Obed mentioned, effective customer services, you retain them and you upsell them with your new product. Example, somebody has bought from your eBay store or from Amazon store a product, and then it is very easy to upsell other products which are relevant to that product. If you have seen, most of us while using an Amazon, we all more or less use Amazon for buying. I'm not talking about selling. So when you buy a book, it gives you a prefaces. You had bought this, I have more suggestions for you which are relevant to that book. So it's upselling your services and product there. It's kind of very easy to retain a customer rather than getting a new customer. So this is a terminology which we use as a digital marketer to sell more products to the existing customers, a better services, as compared to try and find a new customer outside of your scope.
Thank you very much, Taseem bhai. Now, guys, we are going to start, we are going to touch the very important area, very important topic. Actually, this is the core of this webinar. And I'm going to say again, thanks. The whole initiative started by Ubaid Rahman. I never knew the guys are just learning all the technologies and tech stacks, and we have a loads of interest to sell things online. So I think everyone would love this part, and this is, we call it. Let me share how to start. Now you just gave us very high level pointers, the trainings. Now I'm scratching my head. I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. You just explain me digital marketing. You explain me this and that, but I want to start. And I think the first question I would ask, maybe Mustafa bhai, how much time I should spend?
So you got all the basic information now. If you start everything now, you need to spend some time to get understand. So okay, so you think you've done everything. So at least in the start, if you want to start selling on eBay or Amazon, everything, I think you should spend at least 2 to 3 hours every day on your store to set up the items. If you already set up the items, you have to just look what the titles are. The titles are SEOs, like they are well prepared, good language in it, everything. You can just do product research or the product hunting every day. So in that case, in the start, you should spend at least 2 to 3 hours every day. You don't need to sit after just putting the sale, like you all the products are up, now I'm getting the sale. No, in order to make the sale, you have to go and do more research on it. Like you have to understand the title you put, is it a good enough, is it eye catching? You need to change in the titles, in the description of the item, you want to make some changes. Even what the price you set in the start, if not making sale, just make the changes, something in the items. You think the pictures are not good, update the pictures. So there are so many things after putting any item on the sale you have to do in order to improve it, in order to get the sale. So spend some time, at least 2 to 3 hours every day.
Thank you very much, Mustafa bhai. You just gave me. I'm working 9 to 5. I have 2 to 3 hours now. Happy days. How much money I need to have? Tell me. I'm going to start this business tomorrow. I have 2 to 3 hours, and how much money I should have to just start.
It's all depend how much the money is, like which marketplace you want to sell. Okay, if you
Okay.
want to start a dropshipping is the cheapest option. Cheapest mean like you don't need enough investment in that case, but you need around, I say in the start, it might be couple of hundred to 1,000 euro, like 500 to 1,000 euro to start a business. Then how quickly you can start making money, it's depend how much you sell. But when you start a store, it doesn't mean you get a sale from the day one. You have to wait at least 2 to 3 months to start getting the good number of sale. In the start, you get might be one sale a week or one sale a month, but don't disheart. You have to be very patient in that case. So then the money wise, eBay or the drop shipping is the cheapest option with say 500 to 1,000 euro. But if you go to the Amazon has some different, like if you have a large investment, like say 15,000, 20,000, then you should go to the Amazon and start selling it to make a good money. Same thing on Amazon. Everything when you start, it needs some time and patience. You can do it. But in Shopify is the same. In Shopify, you can do it the same thing. In start of couple of 1,000 euro, you can start it. Same as the eBay, like in the drop shipping, you can do on the same drop shipping on the Shopify. You spend some money on the marketing. You can spend some money on, like, still your time is the money. So eBay or Shopify is the cheapest option to start. Amazon is a big name, but you need more money on that case.
Very good. Now, I'm working 9 to 5. I have a one persona. I'm working 9 to 5. I'm happy, but I still have 3 hours, 4 hours, which I'm just doing the social media things. Now I just thinking to make money. So 2 to 3 hours. You said that around 1,000, and I spend 1,000. I'm spending 3 hours per day, but how fast I can start making the money. That's most important.
The most important, the main thing is the patience. If you start a business, you have to be very patient in doing the business. Okay, so you think like you spend €1,000 and next month you get back your €1,000. That's not possible. So you have
Okay.
to be very patient. I say in the 2 to 3 months time, I slowly your sale getting better, and then you start making money. But it might be go up to the 6 months, depend on the how old is your account is. When you start making the new account, it will take a little longer. If you have an old eBay account, it might be a little quicker, but still you need a patience to start these things. So the patience, I say, like 3 to 6 months, you think after that you can get start your money back, but you have to make sure you spend good time in it, in product hunting and all other things, then you can get your return.
Thank you very much, guys. I never sell online, and I have loads of friends and all those family members. I'm listening on loads of stories, and very interesting. Sometimes the guys are saying, "Oh, sorry, I need to get online," and I always confused. Oh, do you have to be online all the time, or is there something is your automation is happening? Like I am a software engineer. I can build automation, so I always think, oh, there should be some bot can respond, can communicate. So I don't know exactly what is in eBay, Amazon, Shopify. Uh, from all of your experience, is do I have to be online all the time?
So means like you have to be online all the time, 24 hours is not possible. Okay, so in the
Okay.
start we say like you need at least spend 2 to 3 hours. So that is your main time when you do your things. Like if any customer asks query, you have to answer it. But in the customer support, you have to be answered quickly as possible. Suppose if you are selling in US, so the time difference is different in UK, in US and in Ireland. So you have to be online or start your working at that time when the UK market start. So in that time, if any query came, order processing, you can do in that case. But I can't say you don't need to do all the times, but you have to set some specific time in which you do your work. Your in that time you have to be present online, answer the queries, order the process, anything what you want, you can do it. But online, right, in all these cases, now everyone has a mobile. Any order came, you get a notification. Anything came, you got an email. From the mobile, you can just answer the customer queries. But when you sit for your daily work, you can do the processes, or you can do the order processing or improving the services. That thing you can do in that time. But the key point is 2 to 3 hours every day is an important.
I think so. It's all matters about time management, how you manage your time. That's the beauty of drop shipping. The
Yeah.
basically beauty of drop shipping is to work according to your own convenience. Like Mustafa said, you can work in morning, you can work in afternoon, you can work in evening. It is irrelevant. The relevant is that you are paying an attention and you have a smart goal in your mind and you know your path. Once you know your path, you know what to do and how to do it. And to coming back to your original question of automation, in particularly, let's talk about eBay. Yes, there's a good automation software available. In case of product hunting, there is a very good software, Zik Analytics, which will give you product hunting on tip of your mouse. Very
Mhm.
good, easy. In case of product fulfillment, there are lots of lister software. There are API and non-API softwares, which I always recommend to use non-API software. Don't use API software because then the platform knows you are doing drop shipping. So you have to stay away, flagging your account there. That's very important and essence there to understand that. And third and last is order fulfillment, like tracking number. When you fulfill the order, all those marketplaces, they want to make sure that it's a better customer experience for the customer. It's all market about customers. Whether it's eBay or Amazon, it's all about customers. Everything is about customer. It starts from customer, it ends on customer. So you have to take care of a customer. And that's like Obed said, if you were to summarize out of 100%, I will give 50% of mark to the effective customer services. So more you keep your client happy, the more platform will be happy.
Thank you very much, Tosif bhai. Just topping up and just clarifying our concepts. I just would like to just move into our very important, and actually I think I have a loads of questions. So purposely I didn't ask those questions about training. So I I'm just going to just say a couple of things, guys. IPIP, which is Irish Pakistani ICT Professional Organization, we are this is the non-profit organization. This is the organization for all Pakistanis who are living in Ireland, and they can help each other. So this seminar or previous webinars, they are part of trainings, but obviously we could not give you the full trainings. We have started to create a small subgroups where if someone is interested, they can create the groups, they can join, they can build a small community, and then they can improvise it. We are a pointer where we can refer, you can go into that particular trainer and you can get a further certifications. The whole point what we are trying to achieve here is to give some information which we might be confused, which we might need to find out. So in one platform, we have the context, we have the information, and what I have seen in different groups, especially IPIP community, already knows this one. And now we just need to combine it, put a platform, and put something the Irish perspective. So Save is has a loads of experience in this side. Mustafa Bhai has loads of experience. Abad Bhai has experience. And we can ask some help from our guest speaker, Muhammad Anam Bhai, to guide us. And and even from the community, we might have a loads of guys. The whole point is we just need to start from wherever we are and go to the next level. So before just taking more time, I would like to ask the question about training to Tosib Bhai. Tosib Bhai, what courses are available and where I should start? And you just think I'm like a clean slate. I never did anything, and where I should start and what are the courses are available. Over to you, Tosib Bhai.
Okay. Well, that's very important. I think so. Most of the time, your accounts get suspended because not because that you did something wrong intentionally, but because you didn't have enough information about it. So starting on a drop shipping on a platform, and it's matter of fact, whether it's eBay or whether it's an Amazon, and leave aside Shopify because Shopify is your own sort of a platform where you have to market it. These do big platforms, and in matter of fact, Daraz as well. If we are to talking about Pakistan itself, there, it's very important to understand what is required of you to do as a drop shipper or as a PL or as if you are doing FBA fulfillment by Amazon. There are certain things which are required by you. Now, unfortunately or fortunately, whatever you want to say, when I started up this initiative, like Inam said, I was, astonished to see that people say, do this thing, do that thing. There is no one market place or a platform where under you teach someone to say, these are the things you should do, and these are the things you should do and don'ts. So once you know what are do and don'ts, that's a part of a training. Trust me, you will never fail. Like Mustafa said, there could be delays if your account are brand new, but it will take time. It's a relationship you are going to start with your platform, whether it's eBay or Amazon. If you have a money Amazon, and if you are with the low budget eBay, but the training is very important. Now you could have a training available. Lots of good videos are available in English on YouTube channel there. There are good trainers, or I'd say industry icons in eBay and Amazon. But trust me, take this knowledge and then practice it. Train is one thing and practice is one thing. I do have a simple course in Urdu, which is A to Z of virtual assistant, how to train yourself as a virtual assistant. You see, you might not have 1,000 euro at your disposal, and you are have lost a job, or you might have lost your work or your business. You can still stand up on your feet. You can become a virtual assistant. And what is virtual assistant? Assisting virtually in case of eBay, or whether in case of Amazon, or in the matter of fact in case of Shopify as well. And what is virtual assistant? Your duty to right from product hunting to the product fulfillment. This whole training is streamlined in the basic courses I have designed, but there is plenty available on YouTube as well.
Thank you very much, Tasib bhai. I am going to ask another question to you. I know you are just fulfilling our art desires today, like a saint, क्या है वो फरिश्ता.
Thank you for the nice words. I'm not a saint. I'm just a London like yourself as
Uh,
well.
you know which is what I should say that वो कहते हैं बाबा जी हमें जो आज रास्ता दिखा रहे हैं, the direction, we are confused. And I have another question, since I'm
Mhm.
confused on this, all these bingos.
Mhm.
Do I need a mentor?
Yes and no. My
Okay.
IQ is different from your IQ. Your IQ is different from Mustafa. How you quickly pick up the things. If you are struggling with your work, I mean, struggling means that in a good term, that you're working 9 to 5 and you do not have a time to go through videos and spend a time on learning, then you need a mentor. Okay.
Mhm.
But if you have a time, you're a student and you have a classes in the morning and you have a sufficient time to go on YouTube rather than wasting time on Instagram, on TikTok, better to watch those videos there. It is a self-learning curve. When I started this, there was no videos. eBay was such a basic thing. Now eBay has, and for the matter of fact, Amazon has developed their platform. Since last year, March, start of the pandemic, they have become more strict. But as you know, when they are strict, there is good opportunity to earn good money. There is our people. I was showing to my class of advanced virtual assistant yesterday. There are people who are doing $50,000 a month sale, and your average profit should be in the region of 10 to 15%. So it's a good takeaway. All you
Mm.
need, like Mustafa said, is to learn and then have a patience over the period of a time. Give a system a time. It's a relationship. Where you go into a marriage, you give a time. You go into a business, you need to give a time. Give a time. It will give and pay you back. But you have to understand there is certain requirements, there are certain duties, you need to fulfill it. You can't say I'm on holidays. Yes, you can put your shop on holiday if you're going away, but there's no holiday in 2021. Let's be in a sure. There's no holidays there. We can't go 5 kilometers out of our house here in Ireland and Garda stops you and say, what's the purpose of your man going out for there? I'm going to go out for a takeaway. Oh, there's no takeaway. Indian takeaway in Blanchardstown, in Closel. God answers then, and you are stunned. Oh, what answer I need to give? And you need to have maybe a visiting card of your doctor to say, oh, I'm a doctor too as well. Lie is lie. You will catch up eventually. So start doing good works there. You will earn.
Thank you very much, Tasib bhai. No, I have a one question, and I would like the answer from USA and from Ireland. We have guys from all over the place, especially some students. They just came a couple of months ago. They don't have a good command in English, and they are reluctant to do online selling. So I would like to ask to Muhammad Anam bhai to just help us. Do I have to be good in English, good communication skill, good writing skills to do business online, or if I have basics and I can just bang on that?
Thank you, Nawaz bhai. Nobody can deny the importance of the language, especially English, because it's an international language. and especially when you are communicating with the international vendors, you're buying some stuff, or there is always there are queries, as we were speaking earlier about a customer service. Customer service is a backbone, and language plays a huge role in that. So let me tell you one funny story. A friend of our, he used to drive a truck. Plus,
Mhm.
police guy stopped him, and he actually wanted to ask like, what's the matter sir, या कुछ भी मतलब politely. आपको पता है what's the matter versus what's the wrong, it's a huge difference. So he asked the cop like, what's wrong sir, मतलब कि आपको क्या तकलीफ है. So he gave him 16 tickets. ट्रक के नीचे घुस घुस के उसने टिकट्स लिखी. He wrote like, you don't have a fire extinguisher, you your truck is dirty, it's a heavy weight, this and that. And once it went in front of judge was laughing, how come he gave you 16 tickets. So obviously he found out like he was probably pissed off, and that was because of the language. How politely you provide the customer service, and language plays a huge role. Even in Pakistan, when salesperson is selling, अगर किसी का अखलाक अच्छा है, he will sell garbage to you and you will take happily, because the way he's choosing his words and the proper use of those words, he can sell anything. So in the beginning, if you are doing, it depends what job you're doing. First step is if you can convey the message to the other person and understand what he is saying, so it is fair enough to start. Or if you are providing a customer service, you have to be the good. So customer, sometimes they are pissed off, and with your words, with your polite words, they do not give you negative remarks. You give them ahead of time notice, like give a heads up, this is being late or whatsoever, and a polite way, oh, this is what is happening. So all of this is possible if you know the language first. Otherwise you will say what's wrong and you will get 16 tickets. So I would say it is very important and depends on your job. If you are doing any job at the back end, you are working on the system only, so you do not need you don't need to know much of the English. But if you are working with the clients, facing the customers, so then you have to know that. And even I should say, if you are working at the back end, you need to know the policies, you need to read about it, you need to add the content. You have to have the good amount of language, I should say.
Thank you very much. That's very, very good answer. Uh, Abel you wanna top it up from Ireland point of
Well,
view?
Inam bhai already covered. Just want to say that to speak and to write is two different things. So when we write, we have to be make sure, because we are sending something in written. So we have to be make sure this is correct and polite. As Inam bhai covered already, politeness is very very important. And because I see people in Pakistan a lot of time when they write, they just send, and because what they are thinking, they're just writing, and they just write in one line and send it. But you have to be polite. If there's anything happen, just has to be polite. And people sometimes do happy, and then they understand your problem, and they try to, you can fix the issues.
Thank you very much. I think we have covered a lot today. Especially, I would like to say thanks to our honorable guest from USA, Muhammad Anam. Much appreciated. आपने जो है वो you just gave a number of hours from your busy life to IPIP, to your own community, and a much thanks to Tosib Bhai. Tosib Bhai, I know you are running a loads of trainings, loads of courses, and this is a real work you just gave us, and you helped the community. Abad Bhai, salute to you. Now you are going to get a loads of questions. Musa Bhai, well done. Uh, what we are going to do, we have this IPIP group. I think this webinar will have loads of questions. If you guys have any question, just post on this webinar comments, and our panelists will be able to answer on that. Definitely, we are going to plan a second follow-up webinar. There is a huge demand to do these webinars in Urdu. Uh, so we will try to cover that one by one. We might start with drop shipping or eBay or Amazon. So the end point, what we are trying to achieve is to help the community, is to give back the knowledge, the information we have, so we can help our friends who are working here or someone who is trying to build their business in back home. We are IT. We always think as a IT professionals, and in all these business doesn't require you have to be full in IT. But I think if someone has training in IT, he will be the fast runner than someone who never been in IT. Since I learned from the digital marketing and all these softwares and communications. So thank you very much to all. In the last, I would like to uh, just share a couple of things to our audience. Is especially for IPIP. IPIP is an open access platform, so there is no politics, no big B's, no small B's. This is a idea has been started from more than 1.5 year ago. We have a loads of guys. They are putting loads of effort to help the community. So this is an open access platform for Irish Pakistani ICT professionals. If you are Pakistani IT professional and wish to support this idea, please get in touch with us and do join in. Please share your ideas. Help us to refine those ideas and join us practically to deliver these aims and objectives. We want to build a positivity momentum. We do not want to listen. We do not want to even consider a negativity. We have a lot. Now we want to build. If anyone has something to share, something to just add, to give back to the community. And one thing I can just give you surety, in IPIP, you will get everything. You will get help. You will give help. You will build a good integration of your friends and resources. You can start a business. You can start R&D. We have a multiple sectors. So finally, I would like to say IPIP is an open access platform for Irish Pakistani ICT professionals. It is organized by ICT professionals. It is supported and managed by ICT professionals. And finally, I will say thanks to our panelists. And we will organize another webinar soon. Please give us your comments. Allah Hafiz, Pakistan, Zindabad. Thank you very much, guys.
Nawaz bhai, before we go offline, I would like to thank you, and you guys are doing fantastic job. It's a pleasure and honor to be part of this session, and the way you guys are helping community. My dad used to say, "What is success? Success is not how much money you have in your pocket. It is like how much benefit people are getting from you, how beneficial you are for the people." So you guys are playing a huge role over here. You are helping Pakistani community, Muslim community, youngsters who don't have any knowledge or things, like they don't have a money, so you are helping them in each and every aspect. So I would like to congratulate all of you, especially Tosif Bhai, Nawaz Bhai, and my two fellows, Mustafa Bhai, Ubaid Bhai. I really appreciate it. God bless all of you. So very nice meeting with you, and Allah Hafiz.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Very nice words. Bye bye.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Allah
thank you.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz,
Allah
Allah
Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.